Good morning. Thanks for tuning in to Terrier TV. Today is Thursday, April 25th. I'm Kristen Roberts. Let's get into this week's top stories. The Cathedral of Notre Dame permeated with fire last Monday. The first fire alarm at the 12th century cathedral triggered at 6:20 p.m. and firefighters battled the blaze until 11 p.m. One firefighter was seriously injured, but there are fortunately no reported casualties. The cathedral was declared structurally sound following the fire, with no reported causes being named at the time. Paris prosecutor Remy Hates denies any evidence that suggests was a voluntary act, and French President Emmanuel Macron praised the firefighters, claiming that we will rebuild Notre Dame and that the worst has been avoided. On Tuesday, the man accused of killing Karina Vetrano in August of 2016 has been sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Justice Michael Luis handed down the sentence after the suspect was convicted earlier this month on the 1st of April. Chanel Lewis, the perpetrator, was officially charged with first-degree murder, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 1 count of sexual abuse after viciously killing Vetrano in Howard Beach. Sacramento Kings head coach Luke Walton is being investigated after sexual assault charges have surfaced against him. A TMZ report claims that Walton supposedly assaulted a female sports reporter in a hotel room prior to being named Lakers head coach. According to the reporter's complaint, former Sportsnet LA host Kelly Tennant asked Walton to write a foreword to her book that she was working on upon entering his hotel room. Walton pinned her down to the bed and attempted to force himself onto her. Pardon their interruptions, Mike Wilbon claims that the NBA is working with the Kings and that they are jointly gaining more information. A 34-year-old Jerry Brown has been charged with murder, attempted murder, and criminal possession of a weapon, known as the Grim Creeper. Brown attacked a 20-year-old Savannah Rivera and 21-year-old Angela Valley with an axe in Brooklyn apartment building early Saturday morning. Officers found Rivera in the apartment building with her head nearly decapitated and some of her fingers cut off. She was 2 months pregnant and has a young boy. Valley remains in critical condition. Her 4-year-old daughter was in the other room during the incident, but was left unharmed. Former United States Vice President Joe Biden is announcing his plans to run for election today. The 76-year-old was vice president under Barack Obama from 2008 to 2016. Biden's 2020 campaign comes less than 3 weeks after the politician was accused of inappropriate behavior. Former Nevada Assemblywoman Lucy Flores penned an op-ed for The Cut where she says, after standing behind her, Biden, quote, inhaled my hair and proceeded to plant a big slow kiss on the back of my head, end quote. Biden's 2020 campaign for the presidency comes alongside 20 other registered Democrats. Last Sunday, the MTA implemented a fare hike. Unlimited monthly cards go up $6 to $127. Unlimited weekly cards go from $1 to $33. And bonus value cards are now eliminated from pay-per-ride cards. Parents have been sentenced to life in prison. David and Louise Turpin, the California parents who beat, starved, and held 12 of their children captive in their home for years, were sentenced on Friday to life in prison. In what's being deemed the House of Horrors, the children aged 2 to 29 were often left to starve and only permitted to take showers once a year. The first major drug distribution company has been charged in the ongoing opioid crisis. Rochester Drug Cooperative was officially charged with narcotics conspiracy and conspiracy to defraud the United States this past Tuesday. Lawrence Dowd III, the company's former CEO, was also charged with narcotics conspiracy as well as conspiracy to defraud the Drug Enforcement Administration. Dowd is accused of distributing millions of oxycodone, fentanyl, and other opioids. Rochester claims they are planning to enter a plea agreement and have agreed to settle the civil case in addition to paying a $20 million fine. Lastly, in lighter news, 3 men asked an elderly woman to join eating with them at an Alabama restaurant. Jamario Howard, Jamichael Baker, and Tay Knight were eating at a restaurant called Brands in Oxford when, while waiting for their food, they noticed an elderly woman sitting alone at a table. Howard says he walked over to the woman and asked if he could sit with her. The two talked for a minute, and the woman revealed that her husband passed away and the following day would have been their 60th wedding anniversary. Howard instantly gave his condolences and offered the woman to sit with he and his friends, which she was happy to do. Howard's takeaway from the gesture, to quote, Always be kind and nice to people. You never know what they are going through. End quote. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in to Terrier TV. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at SFC Terrier TV. Also check out our brand new website at sfcterriertv.com. I'm Kristen Roberts. We'll see you again next time.